Shake no go come there until we reach Booyah. Until we reach Booyah. We shall never leave our journey halfway, oh. Until we reach Booyah. It is start for November 2017. When Puwabia declare war for Ambazonia, our brothers and sisters them pick cutlass them. Our brothers and sisters them pin them guns for defend homeland. Them be talk say them go crash Amba in 2 weeks, but now 10 years now I'm counting. The republic still nova fit crash Amba. Shame oh for la republic. Shake no day. Small no be sick. Ambalanda we country. Sleep no we die. Ambalanda we country. All amba them for ground zero. Una chop fire. Una tighty. Una remember how this thing be there for 2018 now. Make una know the beat with people them. Make una go back for respect with people them. Make with people them. Una first line of defense. Una go see say them go the LF. Una give una information. Even give una chop, give una money. Now so we want them. Una di do a good job. We thank una for all the good work. Way una di do. Amba must be free. No be die, yeah. Shake no day. Small no be sick, oh. Ambalanda we country. Wata na wata. Wata na wata. Small no be sick, oh. Ambalanda we country. Shake no day. Small no be sick, oh. Ambalanda we country. Sleep no be die, yeah. Ambalanda we country.
Greetings, fellow Ambazonians. 10 days after the presidential election in Cameroon, there's no end in sight of the uncertainty. There's no end in sight of the impending chaos. The people in Cameroon are living under fear. They wake up every morning, they are wondering what will become of their country. Parents are worried about the future of their children. Business people are worrying about the economy. Women that sells in the market are worried. What could become of their source of taking care of their families? The street hawkers are fearful. civil servants are caught in between a regime whose time has come to an end and the uncertainty of everything imploding. The security forces are split right in the middle to support the population or to stand with the tyrant. The bees are equally caught in the middle. The army also caught in the middle, divided right in the middle. A split loyalty. 50% are in support of Issa Chiroma, the president-elect, and 50% are in support of their old commander-in-chief. This is where things are. 10 days after a major national election, a country cannot release the results. There is a lot at stake. There's a lot that is going on. And today, we are going to unpack everything. All right? It's a lot to talk about. It's a lot to explain. There's a lot to analyze. You have come to the right place. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Like the page, subscribe, so that we can have these meaningful conversations. All right. All Money Plays Day, fellow Ambazonians, and even to citizens of La République du Cameroun. The people of Cameroon, they want to open a new chapter for their country, that they face major opposition. 10 days after the presidential election for Cameroon, the old brooms, the old forces, no one relinquish power. So a lot we will talk about today. Before we go for all of those things, first, make we listen for our very good friend, Scott Ritter, a former United Nations weapons inspector. The man will be present when they cook up the story of US for start the war for Iraq. The only one person where he stand say he no go lie to the world and he no will collect $6 million bribe offer with the give for he for lie about say Iraq they get weapons of mass destruction and therefore it will give the American people them a justification for do regime change operation. Today, Scott Ritter go talk for we, and I want to make all we pay very close attention because he do a lot of the analysis what they provide them here. He go tell we why the war for Ukraine be very complex and why Mr. Trump he take one step forward and then he takes 3 steps backward. Why today go can make this statement and then the next day he go talk something completely different from what he be talk yesterday. Why the politics of war it be so difficult. Make Scott Ritter he tell we what did go on within Trump and he approach to the Russian-Ukraine conflict because it will help we the Ambazonian people then for also get an idea of why sometimes it be so difficult for even the Cameroon government for engage for a negotiated settlement and why it be say the international community be also pulled for so many directions. Make we hear from Mr. Scott Ritter for the context of Russia-Ukraine war. What did go on there within the Trump policy, within the Trump administration, it will give you a better understanding. Which are things that they, why things that they go that way, why things that they happen the way that they happen, because for a lot of we will not really get time. So for pay attention for all these things. Our goal now for bring voices, people that they get common sense, people that get experience, for can help with how things that they happen. Make we listen to an interview which Scott Ritter a grantum to Mr. Sanchez, and it take place right inside Moscow for Russia.
Here's my problem. I'm sitting in Russia right now.
Yeah.
And in order for me to answer this question 100% honestly, I'd have to be very critical of my president. And I always hesitate to be critical of my commander-in-chief when I'm not in the United States. So I'm going to answer carefully.
Well, I'm being critical of the people who I think are going around our president.
I'm not being critical of anything. I just, I leave in a couple hours to head back to the United States. I don't want the FBI to meet me at the airport and say, okay, come here, boy. Look, the president is navigating extraordinarily difficult political waters.
Yeah.
As you know, there is a deep state in the United States built around the military-industrial complex, around academia, intelligence interface, that for decades now have been selling the Russia bad, Ukraine good lie to the United States. And the president, I believe in his heart of hearts, wants to have better relations with Russia.
So do I.
But if he gets too far ahead, we have midterm elections coming up, which are critical for him for continuity of policy. He can't afford to have Congress flip. He needs Congress to stay Republican. Many of those people in Congress are part of this Russia bad, Ukraine good complex. But they also are linked to the president through Make America Great Again, et cetera. So the president is constantly struggling how to move towards peace with Russia without getting overextended and cut off.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of vacillation that's frustrating for people like you and me. I imagine it's horribly frustrating for the Russians.
Yeah.
Because one day the president says one thing, the next day he does another thing, one day he says something, and then Zelensky goes off and meets with the military-industrial complex. One of the mechanisms that President Trump has employed to disengage the United States from the Ukrainian conflict is to de-link the direct transfer of weapons from the United States to Ukraine. And so he's put in a mechanism where he calls upon Europe to buy weapons, put the orders in, and then the defense industry companies will sell that weaponry to Europe, who will then provide it. And what this does is takes his hands off, says it's not American money anymore. But it also creates a hugely complicated problem logistically, contract-wise, time-wise. The weapons that would be ordered there would not be delivered till 2027, 2028. And so what Zelensky's doing is going to meet with these defense industry people to see if he can shorten the delivery timelines. It's not going to happen. This is an exercise in futility. This is the president creating optics that America hasn't totally abandoned Ukraine, when the fact is we have totally abandoned Ukraine for the moment, because we never know next week when political winds change what the president has to say something different. But the other problem the president has is he's advised by people who know nothing about Russia.
Right.
Because this is as simple as it gets. Right now, I think at the Wall Street Journal and the Washington Post have a headline that says that the deal that was cut between President Trump and President Putin was Donbass will be returned to the Russians, and the line of contact will be frozen, and that's it. And I'm someone who says, as an American, the Constitution is everything. That's what defines the constitutional republic. Without the Constitution, we don't have a United States of America.
Right.
And so I ask the American people, you guys understand that that's true, that's real. The Constitution is all important. Then why can't you respect the Russian Constitution? Why do you insult the Russian Constitution, insult the Russian people, insult the Russian nation by implying that they're willing to give up their territory? Because Kherson in totality, Zaporizhia in totality, Donetsk and Lugansk in totality are Mother Russia constitutionally. President Putin, with all due respect, has no authority to give away Russia to anybody. The Constitution prohibits, so he can't negotiate the surrender of Kherson, the surrender of Zaporizhia. And he will never negotiate that. He said so straight up. And one thing you have to learn about the Russian president is when he says something, he means it.
He means All right. Okay. We don't start our talk fine. It give everybody a better understanding why politics and the war of politics it be so complex. It not be like ABC, and it not be like night and day when you just woke up, something will just happen. Now, very complex processes than this. The goal of the AGOC The goal of the Ambazonia Governing Council now for make politics may be simple for everybody to understand them. Now our role that as leaders, because until we understand them, we not fit do what it go work for we. Because we go be, they go drag we for all kind corny place them. They will carry we, put them for all kind corny place them. So for right now, Cameroon, it go through hell. The state of Cameroon, it did like hellfire. We they never light. That means the state, okay. Cameroon now a country where it dey inside hellfire. But the fire we go make the hellfire, it never start. I'ma talk am again. Cameroon, right now, this period where they never release these election results. Now a country where it don't become hellfire. The fire where they need for light am, for make me be hellfire. They never light that fire. So Cameroon now it is inside hell without the fire. I think say that the best way they want to talk or to explain that. So Cameroon now a country where it is inside hell. The only thing we remain now for light the fire we go make Cameroon become hellfire. Okay, that one correct. So now the state of the political climate for inside La Republic that the environment of Cameroon, any person with for Douala, Yaoundé, for anywhere inside the territory of Cameroon, the airway they breathe on, the airway you take up inside when you breathe, that air it is smell like hell. If you when you do walk around, you know say die the come. You know say fire the come. Any person where the worker for inside La Republic, whether you did on top Bensikin, you did on top taxi, whether you did inside market or you did worker for corner road, whether you come on for go recharge, go put small money for your phone, put that credit data for your phone. Any place with the worker, you know say you the smell na die there for air, die there everywhere. Waiting people that hear them na die. The energy for inside La Republique as a country, na energy of death, na energy of violence, na energy of all things go turn upside down. Now the environment that for Cameroon at this moment. This environment, they deliberately create them because Mr. Paul Biya, he got 43 years of experience as the #1 election chief man for the world. He got 43 years experience as the #1 election fraudster for the world. Paul Biya got 43 years experience as the biggest election chief man. The world know he like that. It be notorious for the entire world. No other president for the world. He don't thief election, rig election, and commit election fraud like Paul Biya. So for that one, for the whole world, now Paul Biya be #1 for election chief man. That be #1. Paul Biya, he get a badge of honor. That means say if they be need for give some person, this when I know that when people they get like when some country they play World Cup, they win World Cup, they give them World Cup, right? Then if you play, you go fight boxing like Super Makia, if you go fight boxing, you win World Championship, that they give you that big belt where you go tie them for your waist. You talk saying that you be the heavyweight champion of the world. You go carry him. Paul Biya, he get a belt, he get international award as the #1 election chief man for the whole world for 43 years. Wetin don't change and wetin go change. Now the story that we wan get and all with today. Before we get that story, make we take una go back to an expert, a leader, a former United States colonel. Make we hear from an expert wetin be the number of people them wey they don't die, the number of Ukrainian soldiers, Ukrainian forces wey they don't die since the beginning of the war between Russia and Ukraine, wey start for April 2022. How many people them? How many Ukrainian soldiers they don't die? Make we hear from our friend Colonel Douglas McGregor.
We have never accepted responsibility for this regime and the terrible things that it's done, not only to the Russians, but its own people. And we have never stated categorically that, yes, we've had a hand in planning and executing most of the failed ground operations in Ukraine, which has cost the Ukrainians 1.7 to 1.8 million dead in Ukrainian uniform. So I don't know what we can expect.
Una play one more time for we. It be very important. Me and Bazona they listen for what just happened. What this man just talked today. Una play back one more time for we.
We have never accepted responsibility for this regime and the terrible things that it's done, not only to the Russians, but its own people. And we have never stated categorically that, yes, we've had a hand in planning and executing most of the failed ground operations in Ukraine, which has cost the Ukrainians 1.7 to 1.8 million dead in Ukrainian uniform. So I don't know what we can expect.
All right. Una don hear this man will be a senior advisor to President Trump. Conor McGregor will be a senior advisor to President Trump for a first term in office. It will also be an advisor to the Secretary of Defense for Mr. Trump, a first term in office. So these people them, now seasoned people them, now experts. Today, the one can give you wetin you need to hear for CNN, for BBC. Why they tell you this number and why it be important? Because sometimes country they get for war, regardless of the cost, even to the military, where they use them for fight these proxy wars. Within the space of 3 years, 1,700,000 Ukrainian forces, 1,700,000, they don't die. Why negotiation never take place? Why they still continue to fight the war? And every week, every day, about 2,000 Ukrainian forces, they die. Every single day. Every single day, 2,000 Ukrainian forces, they die. So why with such numbers, you add them up, why did no one stop the war? Make we go back for Ambazonia. Why they declare war for Ambazonia? Why the Russian-Ukraine war start? Why the United States and Europe, they use Ukraine for create a conflict with Russia? What will be the aim of the US and Europe and NATO, their aim for trigger the war for Ukraine. How long it take them for prepare for this war, for train the Ukrainians, for arm the Ukrainians, for get Russia, for engage for this conflict. Why after 1.7 million people, they never resolve the conflict? Why Cameroun, when he knows they say, enough he fight this kind of war, why Mr. Biya declare war for the Amazonian people? Why after 9 years, they no one negotiate? The Cameroon forces 1,785. I think now 1,787, if I'm not being mistaken. I think about 3 more they don't die because they report one yesterday and they report and then there is an attack will take place today for Bui. We never get the actual numbers, but we don't get the video of the bomb attack with the Amazonian forces. They carry them out for Bui. We go actually play the ACM will play them after this program and we'll put them for ACM Facebook page. So if you add the numbers them up, now almost 1,790 Cameroon military them, where they don't die. The total number of Cameroon occupation forces for Amazonia, now 6,000, now between 5 and 6,000. Now if you don't kill 1,790, that's a huge number for a country where they don't get that much forces. Okay? For a country where they don't get that much forces. For a country where they don't fit recruit and train. The maximum be the way they train them for 1 year, now 2,000. And you need to send some of them for the north for go fight Boko Haram. You need to send some of them to the east of Cameroon for go fight the rebels then for eastern Cameroon where they come out for Central Africa. And then you need to keep some of them for protect the power structure within Douala, Yaoundé, and all over Cameroon. So when you train 2,000 bees for a year, and you need to divide all them, how many of them go come from Amazonia? Not that much. For a territory now 40,000 kilometers square. So now an unwinnable war. Why they declare the war? Why 9 years later, they never can tell you what will be their political objectives for the war? And we will take this one, make a whole outing for break and down for now. First, Mr. Biya a war for Amazonia. Now a political scam without any political objective. Mr. Biya a war for Amazonia. Now for use them for steal, for thief, for scam, for embezzle billions and billions and billions and billions and billions from the Cameroonese people them. Now money that they're supposed to use them for build nursery schools, for fix road. Now money that they're supposed to use them for pay teachers, for pay doctors, for build hospital, for buy equipments, for buy bed, for women where they feel born, for provide water for the people of Cameroon, for make the people of Cameroon they get light so that they feel clean the streets of Cameroon. All that money that they use them, move them, fool the Cameroonese people say they fight war for Amazonia when a scam. That money now for divide them and for reward all the people they did for power for Cameroon. For make Diongo Temi be rich, make Atanganjimi be rich, make the Minister of Defense and everybody, the fame Dogo, may they be so rich so that they stand and prepare themselves for this moment. For stand with Mr. Biya, because now there is so much money with the thief and from the state without any accountability. So the war for Amazonia not just a scam. That scam, it don't lead to the death of 1,790 Cameroon forces. Because na a scam. The war for Ukraine na a political, diplomatic scam for cause a disruption in the Russian economy and for create a regime change for inside Russia, so that these people them, who they call themselves the global powers, when they get all these big company them, they see Russia as a place where they want enter inside it, just like they don't enter for Amazonia, they enter for Cameroun, they enter for most African countries them. And then they begin to get all these free natural resources for nothing. According to them, Mr. Putin, a regime, it don't transform Russia, it don't create a modern, powerful Russia. And they see them like a competition. And they don't like competition. So they therefore make sure say they create conditions of conflict for prevent the rise of Russia to an economic giant. Now the same thing that they plan for doing with China. So we want to understand all these game them. Now make we not be carried away by all of this. Make we get back to Amazonia. 9 years later, they not fit fight, they not fit win, they not fit make progress. They did go na back. Most of the Cameroon forces, the way they descended from Amazonia, now they did run for go fight either for the side of Ukraine or for the right side of Russia, because they did pay them 100 times more than what the Cameroon government it pay them. Cameroon government they pay a B who just finished training, they only pay you 54,000 francs. And then after 1 year, they move you to like 65,000. Now only when you don't be a B for about 3 years before if you even make 75,000. That same B now, as long as you don't finish that training for Cameroon, if he apply for go fight for Ukraine, it going to make 1 million. It going to make $2,000. And if you don't get 2 years, 3 years of experience, then it going to make $1,250,000. So you want to go make 50,000? You want to go make 47,000 for fight for La République? You want to go make 53,000 for fight for La République? You want to go make 75,000 francs after 3 years? Or you want to go make 1 million francs? Because now war you fight. One, you need to pay you fine. You don't get chop for chop. You don't get place for sleep. And you go die for Amazonia. And for the other one, they pay you fine. They pay you 20 times more. You get better chop. You get better care. And you get greater chances to survive. So that's why you see a lot of these Cameroonese, police, gendarme, army, and B, they all now they go either fight for the Russian side or for the Ukrainian side. So Cameroon get a problem even for fight the war for Amazonia, even though the war is scam. Politically, USA would they now 10 days after the presidential election, because the war na part of the election. One of the reasons where Issa Chiroma beat Mr. Biya hands down for the election, not because of the war, Biya's war for Amazonia. And Chiroma come in, he start to tell the Cameroonese people, say, look, why would he take money where we not get them? Why would we get to go borrow money from the World Bank, from the IMF, from African Development Bank? Why would we go get to go borrow money from private people that they borrow country their money? Why we need to go borrow money from American companies, British companies, France company, Chinese company then? Why we go get to go borrow money for go fight a war where we already lost the war? And the war no get head. It no get a direction. There is nothing where we want to achieve by fighting that war. Why we get to continue the war? Now one of the things and this way it make Issa Chiroma Bakari, it beat Mr. Biya, because he start to speak the truth of the scam, of the purposeless war, of the endless war, when a financial scam. Now, one of the key points in this, we make the Cameroonese people, the reason they said, yeah, it makes sense. Why were people that they die? Me at the stay for Ebola. Why am I paying for go die for Amazonia? What would they gain for that? Why Mr. Bianoff negotiate? Now a political matter, why they send at the army them? Why they send at the bees? And why every day that they bring that body? Once Issa Chiroma start to get this conversation with the Cameroonese people then, it changed who Issa Chiroma be. So 10 days after, the Chiroma don't win. Why Mr. Bia and the Elecam and the Constitutional Council, why they never can proclaim the results? It's a lot way to go on. Now make we tell you now. Before we tell you now, with a lot way to go on, we want first of all salute all the people then where they follow we for AGOFC spokesman Facebook page. Over the last 19 days, for 2nd of October, as of last night, we've been the 21st of October, we come out forget only 4,000 followers as of 2nd of October. By the end of the day, we've been yesterday, 21st of October, we get 24,000 followers. We grow 20,000 followers in 19 days. That means every day that page it get 1,085 followers every single day for 19 days straight. %79% of the people there, they come on la Republic from Douala, from Yaoundé, and then Garoua. But 79% of the followers, they come on la Republic because one can hear from Ambazonia. The one can watch Ambazonian videos. The one can see Ambazonian fighters. When we post videos of our fighters, now so the citizens of La Republic, they go crazy about our fighters. So that page, when we post the video there, it go very far than what we do for YouTube here. We get maybe sometimes within one day some video there, we get 190,000 views. Some videos then would get 400 and something thousand views. Some videos they would get only 10,000 views. Like the one we post them last night, it get right now only about maybe 7,000 views. But would it do way better than what would it do for YouTube? So I want to salute all the people then, because it really help we for shape the political process for La Republic. Now remember, some of we are social engineers. So we use that platform now for shape what did happen for La Republic. Now for shape the discussion. Now for shape the thinking system of the people of La Republic. Now for shape how did they think, how did they feel, and then we drive political action. So that's why they see this attraction of people them and their interest. All what they do now for take a lot of like what we talk for today. I go only take now 30 seconds of what we talk for today. We go put them for day and then they go crazy about it. So I want to thank everybody for their support. And this support, it come not because of truth, it come not because of the authenticity, as we do this thing with all our heart, without any other intention. We just do it with pure passion, and because, number two, a worthy cause. The Ambazonian liberation struggle. Now a cause will be worthy of the sacrifice. The Ambazonian freedom for our people then. Now a cause will be worthy of the sacrifice. Who will make them? We will see them as a quest of a generation for make the necessary worthy sacrifice for change the destiny of our people then. And our conviction that, and we translate that conviction into our communication, into our strategies, and people that people that like when people that be real. People that like and when you be real, when you need the fake what you do. How I be from 2016 till today, I be very consistent and I be very focused. I learned these things from Sheikh Harvey. I learned these things like from people like Mami Wally. I learned these things like from people like Benedict Kwa, from Pascal Kiki. I learned these things from the ADF leaders, from the AGOFC leaders. I see their straightforwardness. I see these people, they just want help for make Ambazonia free. And they want to give everything. Now the same thing you see them across the Ambazonia territory, you see them for our forces them. You see how they put their lives on the line for free Ambazonia. You see them for our mami them, you see them for our papa them, you see them for our picking them. You see them across our territory. And that's how they succeed. People the way they succeed. Now people they put their whole heart and they live and make God guide them for do the right thing for their people them. Those people they go always succeed. Today, Cameroun dey for place we dey. Now because of Ambazonia. The political crisis for inside Cameroun today. Now a punishment because of which they don't do for Ambazonia. The Cameroonian youth, the young people that inside Cameroon, they don't be radicalized by Paul Biya. The young people them inside Cameroon, they be there 15 years old when Biya declared war on the Ambazonian people them. 9 years later, they did 24 years old. They be there 18 years old. Now they did 27 years old. They be there 20 years old. Now they did 29 years old. They be there 30 years old. Now they did 39 years old. They be there 24 years old. Now they did 35 years old. So you get a whole generation where you don't be radicalized. By what they see them, they are be the doing for Ambazonia, and then they see the courage of the Ambazonian people. So you see the political change inside Cameroon, it comes from the Ambazonian people, their resistance. The resistance of Ambazonia, it changed the political landscape completely. It changed it. The message to come. The changes in the dynamics in Cameroon, they take place as a result of how Ambazonians they rise up, organize themselves, and then confront Cameroon's evil. So when you see this wave of political change for inside Cameroon, make you no place where you come out. Now Ambazonian don't change the political landscape for Cameroon. Ambazonia changed the political structure and the structure of politics for Cameroon. Ambazonia changed the thinking system and how politics it be done in Cameroon. Make we bring now a statement we come out from the how they call them this change Cameroon. I think that they call them change Cameroon. The change Cameroon don't make this TV people them they bring we the statement we the press statement we come out for that organization. I think they call them a change Cameroon. Something like that. Now end that today. No, the one that AGOF see their own. Not be now. Yes, this one. Okay. Union for Change. Cameroon Union of Change. So as we talk about how Ambazonia don't change everything for Cameroon, it changed the Cameroon political landscape politically, socially, economically, politically. The Union for Change for Cameroon, when a movement of civil society and a lot of political organizations, they don't come together, they call a movement of change. Okay. When I know what they do now, the movement of change, the union of change. It don't talk say the one institute goes down for Cameroun. Union of change. It call for a lockdown. Union of change. Hey, wonders. Union of change. Union of change talks say the need for lockdown la Republique. Well, oh, Ambazonia. See, man. Well, things that happen now. Union of Change talk say the one call on all the Cameroonian people, them, all Cameroonian businesses, say they want lock down the territory of Cameroon tomorrow. Union of Change. They say the best thing for them to do as an act of collective resistance, but more so, now for celebrate Chiro my win. And they not even mix their weight for celebrate Chiro my win, because according to them, he said Chiroma don't win the election. For celebrate Chiro my win, they call for complete lockdown of the Cameroon territory. That one come on for Union of Change. When I feel believe them, see, that's the power of Ambazonia. Now the power that of Ambazonia. Now the people of Cameroon, they want start for fight their own government using who their strategy. Amba. Who tell you say Amba not sweet? Eh? Who tell you say Amba not sweet? Amba sweet. Amba get sense. Amba they get sense. You hear? We don't tell now. Amba is not your mate. Amba is not your mate. Amba is not your mate. Amba not be una mate. Today, 9 years later, when I do things now, where it don't be too late. Now today, when I know say when I need for stand up, well, it never be too late. At least when I don't start for learn, when I don't start for apply, borrow Amba strategy and apply them. That one that they call and say, Amba, we cut una cafe. Union of Change, they talk say, Amba, we cut you cafe for this sense we don't give wisdom. All right, I beg. Studio, una help with, una play with, una now we shake no day one more time. Make we cold skin small. Place the hot. We need for cold place small. Tension day for La Republique. Make we calm
Sleep
down.
no be die. Shake no day.
That's right.
Shake no go come day. Until we reach Booyah. Until we reach Booyah.
When I will come down,
until we reach Booyah.
you look your house,
It is for November 2017. When Puwabia declare war for Ambazonia, our brothers and sisters them pick cutlass them. Our brothers and sisters them pin them guns for defend homeland. Them be talk say them go crash Amba in 2 weeks, but not 10 years now I'm counting. The Republic still nova fit crash Amba. Shame for La Republic. Sleep no be die. Shake no day. Small no be sick. Ambalanda we country. Watana wata. Watana wata. Small no be sick. Ambalanda we country. Shake no day. Small no be sick. Ambalanda we country. Sleep no be die. Ambalanda we country. fire. Una tighty. Una remember how this thing be there for 2018 now. Make una know the country people them for asking money. Make una know the beat with people them. Make una go back for respect with people them. Make with people them una first line of defense. Una go see say them go the LF. Una give una information. Even give una chop, give una money. Now so we want them. Una di do a good job. We thank una for all the good work. Way una di do. Amba must be free. Sleep no be die. Yeah, no day. Small no be sick. Oh, Amba that now we country. Wata na wata. Wata na wata. Small no be sick. Oh, Amba that now we country. Shake shake no day. Small no be sick. Oh, Amba that now we country. Sleep sleep no be die. Yeah. Amba that now we country. Asawana, wana, asabuam, buam,
Buam.
Emily. Where them there? Make we jam jam and
Where them?
carry and go. Sleep no be die. Yeah.
All right.
Shake no day. Shake shake no.
Time for a small commercial break. just hear the sound, the words. Just listen for the words. For take those things and you put them all together and you make this kind sweet song. Eh? Even people where they chop mop, will not even use this song for chop mop. Lot of people bleed them for hellfire. Somebody laugh. My country people, they don't run. The Cameroun military intelligence, whether they call them MK DP, MKPD, my country people them. They are mobbed on lock. The CPDM colonial elites. Some don't move their family them. They run. Because they don't know how things they go be. All the people that be think say they say, now then they be the King Kong. Missile the come. Accountability the come. All them, they don't she don't quiet. Atanga Jinofi come again for outside, can't run that small mob. The Ongute Nofi can't talk again about normalization and special status. Mr. Republicanism. Ngole. Enough he can't talk again the political philosophy of the Republican Army and His Excellency. Everybody down the pack, he back. And everybody down the check sense. Over the weekend, a series of meetings that will take place between Issa Chiromai party and the central government of Mr. Biya. Saturday, Sunday, even right up until Monday, a series of meetings will take place. Inside CPDM, they know say they lost the election. Mr. Paul Biya know say he lost the election. They know among themselves say they lost the election. So the military know say they lost the election. Their police they know say they lost the election. The gendarmes they know say they lost the election. So within the structures of power for Cameroon, it be conclusive. Say they lost the election. The things that they be supposed to do for be able to steal that election. We, this platform we watch on, we watch, and the things that we do on. Now we disrupt La République, their plan for arrest Issa Chiroma. Because of the analysis we will make them for year for all una, and una be know how accurate and precise that analysis be there. It change poor BI calculation, it change a Tanganji population because we take the information directly to the public and we puncture that plan. We need to take credit because not now we gold that. But not just for help, for understand why they never do what they be doing for Camto, why they never do what they don't do in the past. Once you get intelligence, you put the intelligence outside, it throw them off. They need to come up with a new plan. That new plan, it need the whole water. So the contact Issa Chiroma, a movement, and a central, a team of people there because Chiroma already select a cabinet. Chiroma put a transition team in place for take power. It already do one. And they already finish for put the first layer of people there to go move in immediately. So Mr. Bia and the Prime Minister and their Tanganji and their technical team, they be contact Chiroma for start discussion on how Issa Chiroma if he give Mr. Bia a safe exit, then make Chiroma promise say he go take a lot of Bia people them, the old thief people them, bring them back inside Chiroma a new government. So if they like, Chiroma deny hands down. So once Chiroma deny say, he not fit do one because not been at the thing that way the Cameroonese people they vote for. The Cameroonese people they not vote for. They not vote for Chiroma for can inherit poor Bia a corruption and a wickedness. They not vote for not been at the thing that the Cameroonese people. So if they like Chiroma deny hands down. That one end from Monday night. Tuesday, all we want woke up, Jeune Afrique don't put out a new report. Say the Cameroon government under Paul Biya, it offer the president-elect a position of prime minister. So you ask yourself, I want to reason these things. You win election. The other person no say you beat your hands down. Then he come out again. He can beg you say, look, okay, no problem. Me if he step down, you become the president. But it be okay for you for bring back Atanganji, for bring back Ngongo, for bring back Fame Dongo, for bring back all the other one them, so that 50% of your cabinet it will be made up of the old chief men and chief women them for the CPDM party, and then you go select the other 50. If you do so, we go give you power, and then Mr. Bia will take a safe exit. So Chiroma deny. So the next day, they woke up now for Mr. Bia now for can make the public no say he talk with Chiroma for negotiate. He can't do what they don't always do on best. They can't throw something for out there. A statement. Give a statement to Jeune Afrique. Say Mr. Bia, he don't offer Issa Chiroma the post of a prime minister. If Chiroma not be win the election, how you for offer you the post of prime minister? By Mr. Bia accepting and offering Chiroma the post of Prime Minister, Mr. Biya accept and say, Chiroma, don't defeat him. Now the first thing that we need for know. That post, now an acceptance, say, I don't be defeated, and I don't want to leave. And I want to try for work with this guy for form a government of national unity. So now the game this, now the psychological game this way, Biya the try for use psychology, it use sense for try for bribe Chiroma, for try for corrupt Chiroma, for try for tempt Chiroma. How you go win election for be the president, and then the person who you defeat, he can't offer you prime minister position. They talk say, lo impossible, c'est pas le Cameroun. Something like that. Right? So, you reason this one. So, as of now, Chiroma, it denied that one hands down. Once Chiroma deny her hands down, and then Chiroma now, as he denied him yesterday, today, Mr. Chiroma don't wake up for remind Mr. Biya, for remind the military, for remind the people of Cameroon, and for remind the population who will be in charge at this moment. Make we now go for Garoua for a press statement where the Cameroon president-elect, Issa Chiroma, he don't put him out today. Make the studio take we enter inside Garoua.
Dear compatriot, from north to south, east to west, and throughout the diaspora, after compiling a report from the polling station and verifying the representation on the ground, it is obvious that we have secured a landslide victory surpassing 50% of the ballot cast. Such rejection and disavowal demand courage and humility from the outgoing president. In the name of democracy and custom, he must call the winner, congratulate them, and offer to organize a smooth transition. This would protect our nation from upheavals and convulsion that could result from an imposed and unprepared transition. By doing so, the whole of humanity would recognize him as a man of peace, concerned with leaving a legacy that would be cited as an example to future generations. Alas, it seems this is not your predisposition. Nevertheless, without any ulterior motives and with a sincere heart, I sincerely extend my hand for a peaceful transition. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to strongly reiterate that despite all the obstacles we have faced, we now have two powerful levers at our disposal. The overwhelming popular support demonstrated at our campaign meetings and the unwavering respect for Article 113 of the electoral vote, which authorizes us to announce the result as we have done. Undoubtedly, These two levers make me the legal and legitimate president of the Republic. If the Constitutional Council proclaims falsified and truncated result, it will be complicit in a breach of trust. The vast majority of Cameroonian people will never accept the Council's validation of this historic scale of ballot box stuffing and falsification which has been brought to the attention of the world. The people will not stand for it. The people are determined to fight against a regime that is deaf to their suffering and difficulties faced with turmoil of an uncertain future. With their backs against the wall, the people have no choice but to take their destiny into their own hands and seek victory wherever they can find it. We have called on the international community.
All right. That is the president-elect. It is speak like a president. It get the posture. It demonstrate the confidence. It demonstrate the authority. And when they see what did come up for him up, calm and collected. There's nowhere where you see it panic like a Tanganji Paul. Composed. That's power. Wait till when I see him Chiroma di do for you. Chiroma di play a high psychological game on Pobia. That's why they speak almost every day. A high psychological game on Pobia. Tell you say number one, we get popular support, we do already win. Number two, with the electoral code for the constitution, Article 113, it talks say it give you the power. Say if now we win the election, we get them right for proclaim say we don't win the election. How you gonna argue that kind of thing? And then he go again, go tell Mr. Bia, say, look, Mr. Bia, me, I did offer you a hand of fellowship. I did offer you a hand for a smooth, peaceful transfer of power. But if not been the thing that you want to do, and you want to use your puppet, Clement Atangana, for change the result, for bring fake results, for go cook result for your backside from Vomeka. Una carry am, say na tin this una want can read am. If not the thing that una want read, we una want do am. Make I remind you. The Cameroonese people, they go take their destiny to their own hands for defend their votes and for defend their country. It don't take hot pot chop. Put them for beer in hand. Beer, now hot pot chop that for your hand. What you gonna do with that? So Chiroma they play very sophisticated game on beer right now. Beer be on the defensive. So as of this moment, the way which Chiroma don't conduct himself, with the report we come out 2 days ago from Jeune Afrique, more than 50% of the Cameroon generals, more than 50% of them, they be in support of Issa Chiroma. Less than 50%, they still show some loyalty for Paul Biya. Then you go within the security forces and you go for the B. They be divided in the middle. So now the country don't be divided into two. The people, they already choose their side. They say, look, Mr. Chiroma don't win this election. Mr. Bia, that time don't reach. You're 92 years old. That time don't reach. Time for go. The people of Cameroon, they need change. So even within the security system, where Mr. Bia they count on for kill the population, kill the young people them, so that for cause fear, because they think that the only thing that we Bia know, the only thing we poor Bia know, na violence. Now the only weapon that. You don't know tactics, you don't know for negotiate, you don't know for talk. That's why we don't challenge them here the whole week, the last 9 days. Say where them there for can't talk with the Cameroonese people. Them say when I calm down, the constitution, the Lekama Constitutional Council make it take it time to do work. No person if you can't talk. We don't challenge them, so they don't go high. So Chiroma don't put them for this place now where they don't get no other choice than now for the look for the last option. Wait till be that last option. Make we take on now. We go for wait till don't come out for the Constitutional Council. Yes, the Constitutional Council don't speak out. Disappointingly, they not speak out now for release the results of the elections. We all might be expected we can release this result tomorrow. Everybody will be very excited. And so tension be there for Cameroon. Union of Change don't come out for call for a lockdown of Cameroon because we can't release the results tomorrow. Clement Tangana also don't be caught up. They don't receive a lot of warnings and a lot of calls from everybody. Say, look, you either do the right thing or if this country go down, now you go carry it for your head. So he too don't start shake. So as Mr. Clement Tangana don't start for shake, okay? He not tell when I say, oh, tomorrow make everybody prepare for receive the publication of the results tomorrow. Clement Tangana, for the first time, he don't put out a public press statement. Make ACN, they take they bring the press statement, we don't come out for the Constitutional Council. So, according to the press statement, when Mr. Clement Tangana is signed on, Mr. Clement Tangana talk say, we know say we be the expect say we go release the results of the election tomorrow. We want to tell when I say they say we go postpone the release of the election from tomorrow, which is supposed to be the 23rd of October. We go move and saute for Monday. We go be at the 27th of October. Not here? So why? This one now, it bring we for which you tell us say, na la République, their last option. Mr. Biade now, first option, fail. Second option don't fail. The third option for a compromised government will go be made up of the 50% of Chiroma party people them and 50% of Mr. Bia. That option don't fail. Chiroma don't reject them. Prime Minister, Chiroma reject them. So, who's a Bia de now? Who's are the CPDM people de now? Why Clement Tangana, the man way for decide the fate of the state of Cameroon? Now Clement Tangana, he hold the knife, and now he hold the yam. Now Clement Tangana, he hold the achu soup, and I also hold the water for wash hand before you chop achu soup. Now Clement Tangana, he hold the pot of nkui and the water where people they supposed to wash their hand for chop nkui. Right? Now Clement Tangana, he hold the pot of fufu and eru for one side. He need for put them for table. Then the wash hand for chop. Clement Tangana said, no. Now wait. Hold on. Hold on. No man no need for chop right now. Now wait. They say, wait. He said, hold on. Coast no clear. Coast clear? No, coast no clear. we know how many can't see we hold the chop. Coast no clear, right? When I cover the chop, go hide them. When I cover them, quick go hide them. When I cover them, people that they can't, when I carry them, go hide them. When I carry that fufu, when I carry that water fufu, when I carry that eru, when I go hide them, when I go put them on the bed, when I put blanket on top, when I hide them. Hey, I beg, when I carry that pot, that pot for Achu, when I carry them, go hide them. Mommy, carry them, go put them back in the kitchen. Who said the catchy there? When I carry that catchy, go put them for that bed. These people in the camp, we know how many see what you did. So, wahala deo. Thief not fine. The guilty are afraid. Thief not fine. Probably here. Thief not fine. The guilty people them be afraid. Oh, when I know. When you want to go thief, everything that lizard don't make small noise. That's where I want to shake. That midway want to move inside pot. That's so cover up pot. He go come out again. He fall inside pot. Wow. Thief no final. When I stop for thief. Oh, we una the cheat for night when picking at the sleep. When I want come out, when I want go cheat. When some person just shake his foot so. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Oh. So now the state of affairs that for inside La Republic, the thief people then, all their methods for thief the election, it don't fail. Everything else for their playbook, what they don't use them for the last 43 years, it need to work again. Issa Chiroma Bakari, he don't put a trap, he don't set a trap for Pobia, and Pobia don't fall inside that trap. That's how they tell us say psychology, sense, it pass, sense strong, pass power. Sense, when you get sense, even if some person is big as Mike Tyson, Holyfield, Supermakia, even when Grand Kumba be there for his best days, will be there like a giant. When you get small sense and you don't learn the tactics of fighting, small person will be like chochoro. If he beat that people then, because he get tactic, he get sense, he get technique. One blow will go jam that person for a certain part of the body. It go cause that person for fall down like Oroko tree. Now the place there La Republic they now. That's why you see they don't call for postpone the announcement of the results of the election is supposed to take place tomorrow, and they move on right up until Monday. Now because they now need for solve that problem, for accept the inevitable, for accept what it already happened. Mr. Bia and the CPDM people there now, they get for come for accept the reality of Issa Chiroma a victory. The reality say they not get the support of the military where they be the count on. Bia be fit for only do this thing now with the support of the military. That military, it don't deny the support. As when I read them from Jeune Afrique, the military talk say they not think say their work now for fight their own people then. They not think say their work now for go kill their own people then. The top generals, they don't be divided. So the support way probably be the user, be the things they go count on for push the population. Arrest Issa Chiroma, put him under house arrest, declare say Bia don't win, and then Chiroma now will be on the defensive, stay for that house arrest, and then Bia continue with the business. Once they calculate and say, they say the people of the north, now completely different groups of people then. And they no say, they say, these Hausa people then, the Fulani people then, the Muslims, and all these Aboki them, where they flop for Douala, they no go take this nonsense. Cameroun no. So the Fulani them, the Muslims, the Hausa people them, they no go take this nonsense. And it go be in a blood everywhere for Douala. It go be in a blood everywhere for Yaoundé. It go be in a blood everywhere for Bafoussam. It go be in a blood everywhere. Poor Bia, once they don't get all this intelligence, they put them together. They can't ask themselves, but who shall we go end up? Once blood spill, that's why, from what you know now, they never kill no person, only a few arrests. The moment police, gendarme, army, one person go down, the civil war for Cameroun don't start. They understand, say the north, Boko Haram weapon, the plenty. Boko Haram plenty. Boko Haram be stronger, it get more forces, and it go run over the bees, run over the gendarmes. They understand. Say Boko Haram, if he use this conflict as a way for punish the Cameroon government. They understand all these things. So that's why when they see them now, they now shift to the last option for safe faces. As of this moment, we'll not wait till the tell will not be absolute because the fluid process, these things if it change at any time. As of this moment, Mr. Bia and the people, we believe say that they go now for continual consultation with Issa Chiroma if for accept a government of national unity. Mr. Bia go step down, Issa Chiroma will be the president, but if Chiroma fit guarantee certain people then for be able to stay inside Cameroon without them being arrested. We think that the negotiation this way they go on right now for guarantee people them safety for Cameroon, for give people them immunity. Now the kind arrangement in this way they go. Bia no one, everybody we don't serve under ye make they go on exile. So now the kind arrangement in this way we think say they take place right now, so that by Monday they go can declare Issa Chiroma as the president. Now a possibility that it not be conclusive because the situation be fluid, it be dynamic. Things if it change anytime. Some police officer, gendarme officer, if he go make a terrible mistake, kill some person, and then a civil war start for Cameroon. And the military now will take that opportunity for come in, clean the beer them out, and then install a regime change. So now 3 options that they play now on the table. Make a option number 1. Option number 1, now the option say they go, Chiroma go take power on the 27th on Monday. They will can do whatever they need for do for the background and give Chiroma a presidency. Option number 2, they come to an agreement, they form a unitary government between the CPDM party and NC, Chiroma party. They form a 50-50 coalition government. Now they are number 2 arrangement that. Number 3, now the possibility of a military coup. Now the place that where we did it right now. The option for declare Biya as the winner, that option and number 4 option, but that option right now, it look very slim. It be almost non-existent, but it still be an available option. Okay? So for everybody where you watch, help we did right now almost 7,500 followers. We want to make you help we make we reach 10,000 followers. It be important as a platform and as a community, because if the more we grow, the better the outreach for truth, for mobilization of our people them, for better information, for better education. Now the only reason that, because if we now get for reach more people them and message of freedom, human rights, human dignity, and the freedom of Amazonia, for reach more people then, it will be easier for we for mobilize our people then. So when I help we make we reach 10,000 followers, we only need 2,500 followers for reach 10,000 followers. So if not all everybody with the watch right now, we'll get 400 people then with the watch right now. Make sure say you don't subscribe. And if you need to watch live, anytime with the watch, make sure say you subscribe. Then secondly, go ask your friends and other people that will interact with them. May they come for you, because sabi say for you will be the most honest platform and will be the most fun place. We need to take politics too serious. Politics is a serious game, but we like for make politics maybe a lot more a humble game, right? A more friendlier game. We believe say politics not need for be toxic. We believe say if we do a better politics, if we do a politics of friendliness than a politics of hate. That's why even you see the way when we talk about La Republic people then, we talk with a certain level of respect. But when it comes to the Biya's government, there is a red line. When it comes to the CPDM regime, there's a red line. Okay? So when I help we make we expand, make we grow. Before we go, we would like to take a small 2-minute break, and then we'll come right back. Okay? So studio, when I help, when I play with something, when I play with a liberation song, something revolutionary, something, when I give it 2 minutes, we'll be right back. I need to answer a call very quickly, be very urgent.
Sleep no be die, shake no day. Shake no go come day until we reach Booyah. Until we reach Booyah. We shall never leave our journey halfway, oh, until we reach Booyah. It be start for November 2017. When Puwabia declare war for Amazonia, our brothers and sisters them pick cutlass them. Our brothers and sisters them pin them guns for defend homeland. Them be talk say them go crash and buy in 2 weeks, but not 10 years now I'm counting. La Republic still nova fit crash and buy. Shame oh, for La Republic. Shake no day. Small no be single. Ambalanda we country. Sleep no be die. Ambalanda we country. All amba them for ground zero. Una chop fire. Una tighty. Una remember how this thing be there for 2018 now. Defense. Una go see say them go the LF. Una
So, Usa Ambazonia fit for all these things that we don't talk. Usa Ambazonia fit for all these things. You say, okay, spokesman, you don't tell me this one, you tell me about Scott Ritter, you tell me about Colonel McGregor, you bring all these people then. Chai, spokesman, you to know, wow, your brain, eh? So you don't bring all these things, you don't broken down for we. So spokesman, why today you not tell me about Amazonia? Usa Ambazonia there for all this drama and uncertainty and fear where they go. So Usa Amba there, spokesman, why not talk about Amba? Calm down. Your greatest prayer will be the prayer. It don't be answered. The fight where you don't fight for the last 9 years. The sacrifices we don't make them. The contributions we don't make them. All the efforts, the ghost towns, the lockdowns, the colonial school disruptions, all the argument for social media, who will be this, who will be that, all the chaos, all the confusion, all those things, they don't push Ambazonia reach for a clear place. The question of Ambazonia now it don't cause a political change in Cameroon. The Ambazonian conflict, where Mr. Biya cause them, engineer them, cause them, create them, launch them. Now it don't change the political dynamics, and now the question of Ambazonia now it don't propel Issa Chiroma to become the president of Cameroon. Now the question of Ambazonia, it changed the political landscape and changed the political fortune for Cameroon. Now the Ambazonian question, now it decide this election for Cameroon. This is how powerful, how influential will be. We, the people of the occupied territory, now we don't determine the political outcome in Cameroon's presidential election. The analysis, the education, now it don't change the thinking system within Cameroonese. For place today, in a conflict, not two sides today. No matter how good we don't fight, cause all the damages on La Republic, destroy them politically, destroy them economically, destroy them socially, destroy them even within their own political, their own security setup for their country. We don't destroy Cameroon. The election for Cameroon, not for salvage which it remain, not for save which it remain as Cameroon. The international community is support Issa Chiroma, the programs, a platform, a policies for be able to solve the conflict. You need a negotiated partner in Cameroon for resolve the conflict. If we fight for the next 50 years, if there is no government in Cameroon will be interested in negotiation, then you go get a war of attrition. A war where you not get an end. We'll kill all the governors, kill the deals. The conflict will still go on. Every conflict at the end on a negotiated settlement. You need willing partners on both sides where they see negotiation as a better pathway for resolve the conflict, save lives, bring peace, bring development, bring peace, bring security, bring development, create a conducive environment where development fit take place. Cameroon not fit for develop without the Ambazonian conflict. When the Ambazonian conflict is still to go on. There is no way Cameroon fit make 1 inch of progress without resolving this conflict. So the resolution of the conflict, it be to the greatest interest of Cameroon, its own peace, its own stability, its own security, their own well-being, and their own potential economic development. When you see this change in policy for Cameroon, now because Ambazonia don't punish Cameroon and teach Cameroon say, now we get the cards. When you see them, they change their policy, change their tone, now because it be for their greater interest for resolve the conflict than for fight war. Money not there for fight the war. They don't get the local support for fight the war. The army, they complain, say they don't be exhausted, they don't tire, and they get army, police, and gendarme, they get more options than for fight for Ambazonia. So the scam, they come to an end. Chidoma run on the platform for a peace settlement, and the world don't welcome them. That's why when they see they get this kind of courage, because there is massive international support. Now you don't create all these conditions. You work where we get them now as Ambazonians. Now for hold the line, increase our defense capabilities, put things in place, should in case Nia start for La Republique, we launch the operation takeover, the takeover plan. Now you work that way, you get them now. But that one, I remember, now a last option. Now a last option. The viable, easy option after you already defeat them and assert ourselves. Get them for recognize who will be. Then now you go for a negotiated settlement and you get everything we want. That's how conflict they come to an end. So we did for the best place humanly possible. We understand, say, some people that they talk, say, that because Ambazonia began a lockdown, that's why Mr. Biya lost the election. See, when I just forget that nonsense. Less than 2% of Ambazonians, they be go out for participate. All them are members of the CPDM party and civil servants for the occupation administrator. They be threatened. They don't go out for participate. They lose their job. So now less than 2% of our population. It be insignificant. So not be a conversation you need to get on with anybody. And not just propaganda for all these people that they benefit from the war. That they vex now say they don't lost the war. Okay? And their punishment. So we want to thank everybody for your participation. The Ambazonia Governing Council, they continue for work for bring all Ambazonians movement together. For start for build synergy. For we for start for get one top. For we for start for put things them together. Shouldn't get things they go as the way we want them. Lastly, thank you very much, ACN. The Ambazonia Governing Council, they don't put out a press statement today. And they don't put out a press statement today. And wait till day for that press statement. Make we bring that press statement for now. Now this for front here. The Ambazonia Governing Council talks, they say, the Ambazonia Governing Council statement for the election will don't take place for Cameroon. The Ambazonia Governing Council, they follow wait till they happen for the election will don't take place. They follow wait till they happen for Cameroon after the election will don't take place for La Republique. We know and we sabi say the people they don't make their choice for Cameroon October 12th presidential election. For all this one them, we would like for talk these things. Number one, the Ambazonia Governing Council and the Ambazonian people them, they stand with the people of Cameroon for the choice where they don't make them for the October 12th presidential election. Number two, we stand strong and we support the population of Cameroon for us to make the person where he win the presidential election, make the government of Cameroon, he recognize that person and put that person, talk say na he don't win the election, and he name na Issa Chiroma Bakare. We also, the Ambazonia, we also condemn any fraud, any manipulation for rig the election and for bring Ambazonia inside this matter, for use Ambazonia like saying as some small experiment. Number four, we call on all Ambazonians whether they inside Cameroon for reject fraud, for reject manipulation, for reject intimidation, and the brutality from the Cameroon military. We call on them, we call on the citizens of La République du Cameroun for reject fraud, for reject manipulation, for reject intimidation, and the brutality of the Cameroon military. We call on them for may they get the courage for stand up, for defend their rights, for follow the examples of the Ambazonian people then. We equally give our support for any popular uprising where it start for Cameroon, and the Ambazonian people them and Ambazonia Governing Council will be ready. If start for that side, will be ready for provide them all the technical support where they need them. Number five, we call on all Ambazonians and where they stay inside Cameroon for either come them back for inside Ambazonia so that they feel be safe, or they make sure say they stay inside their house during this period where it could be a very dangerous time. And the final thing we want to talk about say, the Ambazonia Governing Council it be open for work with the president-elect, Mr. Issa Chiroma Bakare, for honor a promise. We don't talk say he will release all Ambazonian political prisoners and prisoners of war, and he go join the Ambazonian people then for get into a negotiated settlement for bring this conflict to an end in the way it guarantee the aspirations, the hopes of the Ambazonian people then for their independence, their freedom, and external self-determination. Now the statement that we come out for the Ambazonia Governing Council Office of the Secretary General Obadia Mua. All many place there. This one don't bring me for the end of our discussion. ACN on a place there, our soldiers them on a place there, our commanders them on a place there. For the people of La République du Cameroun, we send on a hope, we send on a courage, we send on a bravery, we stand on a ground, we support on a president-elect, we defend on a votes, and we defend on a victory. All many place there.
What are you voting for? They call us dog. They call us enemies in the house. So does that mean you are a dog? So does that mean you are an enemy in the house? If not, then what are you voting for? We are Southern Cameroonians. Elections are for citizens of La République du Cameroun. Will your vote bring back Grandma Happy? Will your vote bring back baby and darling? Will your vote bring back baby Martha? Will your vote bring back the children in Gabon? Will your vote bring back the children of St. Francis School in Kumba? We are not citizens of La République du Cameroun. We have never been citizens of La République du Cameroun.
Our ancestor Molanjo Litumbe reminded us that Jumba no be married. Our ancestor Dr. Oendele reminded us to never vote for death in La République du Cameroun.
Will your vote bring back Grandma happy? Will your vote bring back baby and Dale? Will your vote bring back baby Martha? Will your vote bring back the children in Labu? Will your vote bring back the children of San Francisco Likumba?
What are you voting for? Your vote in La République du Cameroun elections means all our brothers and sisters should die in La République prison. Are you happy that thousands of our brothers and sisters are in La République prison? Are you happy that more than 60,000 of our parents, brothers, sisters and children have been killed by La République du Cameroun? Are you happy that over 200 of our villages have been burned by La République du Cameroun? Think about this very well. Is this what you want?
Will your vote bring back Grandma happy? Will your vote bring back baby and Dale? Will your vote bring back baby Martha? Will your vote bring back the children in Abu? Will your vote bring back the children of San Francisco Likumba?
I'm